Okay, I can cut out whatever before this.
We're Recognizer, and we're enjoying a nice glass of wine with Fall the Wolf.
Yep. There you go. Very cool. Well,
I'll do all your promos for you.
cheers,
Mark
Shem.
Cheers. Yeah.
Indeed.
Cheers. Yeah. Get some juice.
Ooh.
What you drinking?
I was going to say,
Apothic Inferno.
ooh.
Oh.
It's from my vineyards. I have it.
This is Mullins Malbec from my vineyards.
There you go. The Wolf is drinking a nice red blend. So we're at 109 and Company, where Wine Wednesday is place to be. Anyway, and I'm here with Arkansas Times Musician Showcase Final Week 4 winners, Recognizer.
Thank you for having us there.
Yeah. Well, guys, just introduce yourselves and tell us a little about the band.
Sorry.
Finish your cocktail and
I'm Jay Flatt. I play guitar.
Mike Mullins, guitar, vocals.
Michael Mullins, bass.
wait, Michael Mullins? What?
Yes, there are two of us.
Yeah.
Uncanny.
Yeah.
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 All right, so Recognizer.
And we're missing. Sorry,
oh,
we're
who
missing.
I'm sorry.
Steve, our drummer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably working.
Yes.
Poor guy, yeah, probably working, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
True story.
He doesn't have time for all this.
He didn't get to have fun with his friends and his brothers and the band, but we appreciate him for what he does.
Hey, yeah,
for
got to
us,
pay
you
to
know.
play, literally.
Right. You know, and shout out to New Baby Cook, you know.
Hey, love those new rock and roll babies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Recognizer, tell us about the name and where that came from.
Tron.
I guess basically trying.
Yeah.
I was just trying to find a really cool band name and stumbled upon that one. And
Oh my gosh, well that's the 70s Tron or the new one?
the original.
Classic, okay.
Yeah.
The big
It's
tank
the
things.
wireframe tank thing.
So there wasn't, you do a Google search,
Right.
make sure there's not like 30 bands already called that. There was only maybe 3. So
Yeah, I
that'd
think
be good.
only one you can find on like most music sites, and they have very obscene song names, so that's not us.
If the two should ever meet, it'll be
Yeah,
I think they're defunct now, so
Okay.
yeah.
we're probably okay.
fair enough. And then how did the four of y'all meet?
Well, Steve and I, the drummer, we've known each other for years. We played together in Underclare, an old band of mine, and he just moved back into town years ago, and we started jamming, and then we started looking for a bass player. I knew Mike from
I actually just stumbled into his garage one time while Underclare was playing, and that's how we
That's
first
how we
came
met.
across us both being Mike Mullins.
Right.
So
Is that bizarre? Like, hey, introduce Mike Mullins. What?
Yeah, we
In my garage.
Yeah, we had to
It's bizarre.
show the driver's license and everything, because I always introduce myself with my first and last name,
And
yeah, it just came out like that, and so just an odd, coincidence. And Mike was like, "We're gonna play in a band one day. I just know it," and I was like, "I trust you, yeah, whatever." And
Right.
then years later, I was ready to move on from metal music and something more lucrative and something that actually has a lot of people that shows up to the shows, and
That is
Mike,
cool.
and to work with a great group of musicians as well was also a bonus. But yeah, that's how we met and how I got involved with the band.
very cool.
And then we played together for a few years, and right before we went in to do the album, we decided,
Needed a fucking hit maker, basically.
we needed
Yeah,
somebody.
he signed up for our Craigslist ad.
Bands on Craigslist.
Not
Yeah.
the one looking for a guitar
The
player.
other,
We had to put out different fillers because you never know who you get.
Oh,
There's-
there are some still stories.
Yeah. We had to weed out the people without equipment, the people that didn't know how to play, and then Jesse showed up, and so we were extremely fortunate with that. There was a hobo that showed up one time and just asked us for money right off the bat. And
You can't say hobo.
I'm sorry, a beggar?
Vagrant.
A vagrant. A vagrant.
I got you. Well, you're using the folk term, hobo.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotcha. All right, we do not censor this for political purposes.
I'm gonna get flamed. I'm gonna get flamed by everyone that doesn't have a computer, flaming me.
I gotcha. And don't forget, y'all, Mike Mullins. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Don't get us mixed up.
This gentleman with a stick and bindle.
Oh, my goodness. Well, okay, so y'all played the final week of the Arkansas Times Musicians Showcase.
Round 4.
There you go. Tell us about your performance, or how you felt, what you saw.
I was pretty drunk.
Yeah, it was.
Well, y'all closed the night, so that was...
That was real cool. I know Jesse and me, we came to, we talked to each other right after that, and it was like, yeah, that was probably the worst that we ever felt that we ever played.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And
I felt like it was great. But I
knew it was pretty good because Mike didn't yell at me about my performance or yell at me about how bad it was in general. So I was like, well, it must have been pretty good if Mike was happy with it. It must not have been absolute trash, but we do hold a high standard for excellence with the band, and usually I'm thinking in terms a video game and a rock band or Guitar Hero, and I'm like, yeah, I probably played all the songs at a 98%, just thinking my score in my head, and then Mike wasn't mad about it, so I was like, yeah, must be okay, must have been okay.
Nobody got fired. So
no one got fired. Okay. Well, no, I can't get fired until I legally change my name. I can't get fired from the band. This has already been discussed. I'm good until the name change.
So Michael, guitar in one hand, whip in the other, huh?
Somebody has to.
Somebody has to. Yeah, somebody has to run it. Because or nothing would get done. If you weren't the way you were, nothing would get done. We'd probably just be.
Yes, I don't.
We'd probably just be doing some silly shows in someone's garage or something for a birthday party.
So whose idea was it to submit for the Arkansas Times, or was that just
Jesse's idea, actually?
Very cool.
That's my idea.
I'd been busy with, I guess, the album stuff and just kind of other stuff.
Okay, well, great segue. Okay, so what is next for Recognizer? You mentioned an album.
Well, we actually just put out an album in October, and you can get it at recognizingmusic.com. And I suppose now we're just kind of...
we're working on some new material with a goal to record in the fall.
Okay.
Don't hold us to that. But, that's the plan for
EP, full length, something.
Very cool. So outside of your website, where else can people find your tunes?
Well, it's on all the major stuff like iTunes,
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify, Google Music,
Amazon.
Basically any major streaming or download platform.
Mike's Garage.
Gotcha. Yeah, follow Mike if you're ever driving by the garage.
Yeah. Well,
you could end up in a band. Yeah.
You randomly find the garage we practice at. We'll give you a CD.
Or I tell you another way you could buy the album is to show up March 9th
there you
at
go.
That's
the
right.
finals.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. All about the segues.
We get 100% of that.
Right? So, looking forward to March 9th, which is just around the corner.
Looking forward to playing with some great bands, too.
Oh, as a judge and just as a fan, I've been blown away by all of them. But, yes, you've got the Rios, Couch Jackets, Sabine Valley, y'all. And now we find out we've got Jamie Lou and the Hullabaloo as the wild card.
Wow.
So how are y'all feeling going into that? I mean, as you said, you hold a high standard.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, it's a competition, but really there's no real losers, especially the people that attend the show. Everyone's going to enjoy it.
For sure. Another question, not to backtrack on myself, but so being a local band, and y'all have all played in different bands before you came to this one. Who are some local bands that have kind of influenced you and that y'all have enjoyed playing with?
Do you want to start? You want me to?
Go ahead.
I don't know about influenced because it's kind of incestuous scene and it gets kind of ridiculous. Fawcett is obviously killing it. I think he may be working on a new record.
Yeah, Adam Fawcett's
I have really enjoyed Colors on. I actually think those guys are working on a new record too. And I've been drinking. So it's like whatever version of a Smoke Up Johnny that Alan is working on at the moment, be it Riots or Trophy Boyfriends, that's usually my favorite live band in Little Rock.
Yeah, I do have to admit, Smoke Up Johnny was my first favorite Little Rock band when I moved here, so
yeah.
I'm with you on that. But yeah, there's a new form of it every few years, it seems like. So.
Yeah. It's and it's always great.
Yeah. All right.
You guys want to?
I mean, I guess some of my favorite local stuff is like some of the Hot Springs bands. Like, I don't know how active they are today, but my friend Chris plays in a couple. Blue Screen Skyline, and forgot the name of his other band. Sorry, Chris. But very, interesting. Very interesting music. From
Yeah,
those
that
guys.
is a great scene in the Hot Water Hills Valley.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, Miss Mullins.
When I was first introduced to Little Rock music in around 2005 was Sugar and the Raw. Was just a huge band. Oh my god, I love
Yeah, that
it.
was a good band.
They were real huge. I'm a huge fan
Speaking
of.
of 2005, we should mention American Princess.
Oh yeah, well yeah,
Oh.
shout out to him. To them all together. Two Spines. I love that group. Let's see. Still in love with Wake.
Yes.
Like CT, you're amazing. Like the whole group is phenomenal. Every show I can catch, I go there. Got good friends in a metal band called Hell Camino. I always enjoy
Such a great
watching them.
name.
Yeah, I always enjoy watching them. Shout out to them. And I've played with a lot of other great metal bands over the years and stuff, but I really respect bands that go out and do it real strong every time they perform, and they really, really have a lot of dedication to it. You can witness it and enjoy it, at least from my perspective.
Very cool.
But, as long as there's numerous other Little Rock bands I catch all the time, there's always surprises.
Oh, I mean, you don't want to leave anybody
Well,
out.
I mean, if
Yeah.
we're talking, it's a small town. I mean, we
Yeah.
should, I think Ho-Hum kind of started that for everybody. The whole indie rock, like someone from Little Rock can
Yeah.
be, a touring band and be on the radio, etc.
And if I can
and
shout
you
out
can go
to-
back to like,
And if I can shout out to my boys that just got signed, Levels from Conway. I'm checking you boys out. You guys are amazing. Metal band from Conway. They're doing great things. Like I've been to pretty much every one of their shows, even roadied for them a few times. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Central Arkansas music scene,
Yeah.
Conway, Hot Springs,
Yeah.
Little Rock, North Little Rock is just crazy.
Oh, and Fayetteville, we got to play with
And
this great
Fayetteville,
band, Vintage Pistol, that
Good.
blew us away at Maxine's and Hot Springs, and they just played in Stickies last week or the week before that. So,
Right.
yeah, incredible band.
All right, we could ramble on about
Yeah.
music that we love for sure.
really could.
But, okay, so outside of March 9th, when is the time that people can come catch just y'all? Do y'all have another show lined up soon?
we are doing this weekend. You got the date?
March 3rd?
Yeah, but
This will air after March 3rd, so I hope you
Yeah.
caught
Oh,
the
disregard that. And then we've got
Yeah.
Blue Canoe
Cut.
on April.
April. I don't know what date it is.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, Blue Canoe has a great new warehouse brew house. that they're having live music at every weekend. So be sure to check their calendar out for these guys in April.
Make sure you like us on Facebook too, because we'll always post the dates for our next show on that.
Social media is the key, y'all. Anyway, I can't help it. But anyway, all right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Again, we
Thank
could
you for
ramble on
having us.
about so many other things, and again, catch them up March 9th for the Arkansas Times Musician Showcase Finals. Chat them up, buy their CD, and follow them online. And we'll see you then. Bye.